Hi there, Boo. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Whew. It's a beautiful day. My beautiful birds. Wally. Hi, Wally Goose. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, sir. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. I'm gonna go check the babies. So I've got my doe who's about ready to deliver. Oh, you can hear him. So we're gonna film a little bit of her. Hi, my babies. Hi, my babies. No baby yet? Nope, no baby yet. Oh, you're getting close. Yeah, you're getting close. Oh my goodness, just deliver already. Come on, honey. My goodness. There's a little bedding area I made for him. So I mucked it out the stall. Kitty. Hello, baby girl. Hi, sweetheart. Yes, hello, sweet Autumn. She is also pregnant, but I think I have another month with her. Maria, my black newbie, I want to say within the next, I don't know, a couple days. I mean, any time now. She's like ready to go. There's our new little barn cat. I guess her name is Flower. I don't know. We just keep calling her Kitty. She lives out here and she hangs out with the goats. They made friends. Queenie. You always look like you're judging people when you stare at them. So judgmental. Hi, baby girl. Yep. I'm going to get you guys some food. Yep. She's got about another month left to go, I think. A good couple of weeks. Her, on the other hand, I don't know. She keeps me up all night. I have a camera. Look, I've got a camera right there. I've got directed onto them. My Nest camera. So that way I could keep an eye on her. It gives sense off motion sound. So I'm up throughout the night looking at her through the camera. Hi, baby girl. She's recently started gritting her teeth a lot. You know, she's making more movement. She's being a little bit more distant with the other two females. You know, she's getting a little bit more irritable. So, but yeah, she's sunk down. Look at how much she's sunk. She's sunk up a little bit on both sides. She's getting ready. She's swollen. No goop yet. Completely all bagged up. So, tail soft. Yeah, she's ready to go. It's just a matter of when. She wasn't sunk down right here. She wasn't sunk down like that 2 days ago. So, I mean, it's really starting to, they're moving. They're getting in position. So, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe in the next few days or so. Maybe sooner. I don't know. But I'm going to get these guys fed and we'll be right back with you and we'll watch some more goats. Hi, baby girl. Yes, let me get you some food. All right. I got the feed ready. I come out here and feed them before we go back out in there with the goats. Chickens. No eggs. Oh, I got a pile of eggs. Look at that. I got some eggs. Nice. Come back and get those 4 eggs. Oh, is that a duck egg? Is this a duck? Is this a duck? Oh, it is a duck. All right, good. The duck decided to give me an egg. Whew. All right. Oh, the chaos of morning feedings. Come Come on, birds. Come on, birds. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Woo. It's a frenzy. It's like they're starving to death. They never get food. My goodness. They're so excited to get their grains, they don't even know where to go. My goodness. Alright, now these two. Just patiently waiting for me. Hello, boys. Hello, boys. Hi, Victor. Oh my goodness. Hello, baby girl. When is that baby coming out, huh? When is that baby coming out? Give her some hay. And give him some water. Yep. Now let me go get these boys fed. Hey! What the heck's going on? Boys! Stand by. Wow. Just had a hawk fly down real low over my head, just above the tree line, squawking. I'm sure he's probably looking at these big, beautiful, thick, juicy, fried chickens. Whoa, what a frenzy. Feeding the horse with the goats. Man, that is something different, I tell you. Always getting a scruffle with each other. Chickens, you're gonna get stepped on. She don't like that. Come on, chickens. Hank, get out of there. All right. All right, y'all. Let's go back in here with the girls. I had to separate the boys and the girls the other day. I've got my bucks outside. Oh, first let me get these eggs before my dog gets them, because she will. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I got these nice bins here. They won't lay in them. They kick all the stuffing out. They build a little spot on the ground, and they'll freaking eat on the ground. I don't know. Okay. So as I was saying, I had to separate the boys and the girls the other day. My bucks were getting a little, they were getting a little too crazy, or I don't want to use the word aggressive, but they were getting a little much for my girls. And I just wanted to make sure that they were, okay. And yes, girls, butt off, baby. So they got plenty of water. They got plenty of food right now. I put this block right there. That is a cobalt mineral block. I put that in here for them. They seem to really like it, so they've been eating a lot of that. But then again, they're still eating my wall too. So I think they're having some sort of a mineral deficiency, and it has something to do with the pregnancy. Because those two are doing it all the time. My two pregnant does are eating my wall. Well, that's from Victor. Victor decided to tear the paper off the wall. But those ones over there, that's from my 2 pregnant does, Maria and Autumn. So she's getting a little aggressive too with the feed. Normally when does get ready to go into labor, they don't eat. They'll distance themselves. See that? They kind of stop eating. They starve themselves getting ready for birth, but yeah, Maria, be nice. She wants to eat too. And this one stands there and judges you. I'm sure she's getting really irritable too because of how far along she is. But she's completely bagged up. She's completely bagged up. Her sides are sunken in. She has been pulling herself away from the rest of the herd, or the girls right now. I just have the 3 girls together. And I only have the 3 girls together because of her. Well, the 2 pregnant ones are going to be in here until they deliver. She has to be in here. Even though she's not pregnant, she's a little drama queen. She has to be near mama. So at all times. I mean, and she's like, gosh, I don't know, she's probably maybe 7, 8 months old. She's about 8 months old. She's a little on the small side though. So, I mean, I'm going to have to keep her separate for a little while. Just because I think she's a little too small right now to breed. I don't want to breed her at this size. I want her to grow a little bit. Now, will she grow a little bit? I don't know. I'll have to see. But she's about 7 months old. I got her from the auction. She was separated from her biological mother. And I bought her and another doe. And my other doe was sick and passed away out here in the pasture, but that was Louisa. She passed away, but she was a good goat. Man, she was in poor shape though. God, she was in poor shape. And I think that the auction, which I don't attend to anymore. I refuse to go back to this auction. Just because of the quality of animals that they're pushing through there at the ridiculously high price. I paid well above top dollar for a sickly goat that was pretty much beyond doctor's care. And I think the auction house knew it. They saw me coming, knowing that I wanted Nubian goats. And this Nubian goat came through there. I don't know what was wrong with it. I did everything I possibly could. I had the vet. The vet came out and vet checked her 3 times. And medicines and whatnot. Anyways, there was nothing that the vet can do. So she said just keep her comfortable and make sure that, nothing we can do. Just be prepared. So, and I was prepared. So I went outside one day and there she was. She was just, she died. She passed on. She was laying on the ground. So Queenie came with her. Queenie was from another mother that was separated from her herd from where she originally came from. Whatever farm she came from. I don't even know where she came from. Then she kind of adopted Louisa when I bought Louisa. So I bought Queenie and I bought Louisa at the same auction at the same time. Hold on. Hey! Stop! Over here whistling and crying because he wants to get in there to the goats. So I bought them at the same time. But Queenie was separated from her mother from whatever farm she came from.
she adopted Louisa as her new mom. And then when Louisa died, she adopted Maria as her new mother. She's a type of goat that actually has to have a mother figure at all times. If I try separating her from Maria, she throws the biggest temper tantrum, hence the reason why her name is Queenie. She throws the biggest temper tantrum, screaming, yelling, pawing at the ground. She'll parkour off the walls. I mean, she goes nuts, and I have to keep them together. And it's just like I could separate them. Like I can separate my boys from the rest of the herd. I got 5 right now. I can separate my 2 boys away from these 3 girls. Not a problem at all. They don't even care. They don't mind at all being away from everybody. I could separate Autumn and put her in there with the, if she wasn't pregnant. I'd put her out there with the boys, and she'd have been just fine. Maria, I could put Maria completely by herself, and she doesn't have to be around anybody. She'd be absolutely fine. Queenie, Queenie needs to have that motherly companion with her 24/7. I'll look at her in the camera in here, and she's like creeping real quiet and slow, trying to get up to where Maria's laying down over here on the ground, trying to get up close to her. And then Maria will wake up and notice she's there, and she'll just swing her head and headbutt her to, get away from me, kid. I'm in labor. And then she'll walk over and she'll get over here where Autumn's laying, and she'll curl up with Autumn. But she's that type of a goat that she actually has to have a companion with her at all times. So I'm going to watch these guys a little bit more. We're going to film them a little bit more. I have my video camera. I'm going to get that all set up, and we're going to come out here and I might sit out here with Maria. I'm going to give her some brush. I'm going to brush her down, her and Autumn, and just come in here and just enjoy being with them. They need to have that companionship once in a while. My sweet goats. I mean, they really are. Look at this little thingy here. New friends are the goats. She loves hanging out with the goats. She sleeps with the goats. And that one over there, fully judging. What? What, kitty? Oh my goodness, cat. Yes, kitty, kitty. Yes, kitty cat. Alrighty. Let me get myself together. I'm going to go grab some more coffee. And then I'm going to get the camera set up, and we'll come back in here and hang out with these guys for a little bit longer. So, hey, we'll be right back, guys. The baby's over there getting a little bit of a snack. And we got the kitty over here sleeping. Hello, kitty, kitty, kitty. We're going to sit down right there. We're going to get the nice little brushing with Maria and see if we can get her to come up to us. So I got my little brush, and we're going to see if we can get her to come over, and I'm going to sit down with her and brush her a little, give her a little grooming. She loves to be pampered a little bit. So let's see if I can get her to brush a little bit. I think that would be a fun little time. I haven't actually sat in here and brushed her before, so let's give it a try, huh? Okay. Oh yes. Hi, babies. Oh my goodness. Hello, sweetheart. Brush you. This is Autumn. Hello, babies. You're a little one. Yes, you are. She'll sit and she'll let me brush her, but she's kind of on the small side, so you really can't see her where I have the camera positioned. They're still consumed by their alfalfa pellets, so this isn't exactly working out as I thought it was going to be. Me coming here and sit down and just bring the brush and have them come and, get groomed. I don't know. Come here, baby girl. She's close, though. She's really close. I suspect within the next couple of days, we're going to have a couple babies out here. I just researched, and I think I mentioned it in another video, that Nubians, dairy goats, have a tendency that they can deliver, they can kid up to 4 kids. So I don't think she's got 4 babies in there. I'm going to say definitely 2, but there's a possibility there could be a 3rd. So it's going to be all, this is all new to me. I don't know. I've never experienced anything like this before. So, I don't know. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Come on, guys. What's happening over here? Come on. Your food is all gone. There's no more pellets in here. What are you eating? There's nothing left. It's all gone. Come here and get brushed. Come here. Come here and get brushed. Come here, baby girl. Oh my goodness, Maria. Come here, babies. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to be doing a lot of editing on this video because there's a lot of pausing. There you are. Hi. Hello. Yes, there we go. And get some brush. Let me brush you. Good girl. You enjoy this, don't you? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I have to adjust this camera for a second because I think I can just see the top of your head. Yeah. So she was debudded when she was younger. Whoever owned her prior decided to debud her. I'm not really into debudding the animals. I think it's yes, I'm getting to you. Hold on. I think it's I don't know, a little cruel to debud them. Other people have different opinions on it. I for one, don't debud my goats. My boys, I did not debud them. I bought them from a breeder in my area back when No-Nose, my white buck, he was a week old, week or two, 1 or 2 weeks old. And then Victor, my other buck, he was only about 3 days old. So they're only about, the 2 boys, they're only about a week and a half apart from each other. Like I stated in one of my past videos, they have the same dad, just different moms. But they were both, they're real close. I called them, they're the brothers, you know. But this girl here, I got her from an auction, and she already came debudded. They already dehorned her. They take an iron, and they force it down on top of the buds where the horns would come out, and they essentially burn it. So that way they don't have their horns. I don't mind the horns. There's been a couple incidences where their horns have gotten stuck in the fence, but other than that, it hasn't been that big of a deal. They like to headbutt each other. They haven't really come up to me at all and tried to do anything with me with their horns or hurt me or anything. But you know, honestly, in my opinion, it's a lot easier if I need to control them. I can grab that horn and I can direct them where they need to go. And that's exactly what I do with my boys. I can grab their horns and pull them off to the side if I think they're into something they don't belong, or they're trying to eat the horse's food that they don't need to be eating the horse's food. So I can grab their horns and I can pull them and direct them where they go. It's a lot easier than holding them. But hi, baby girl. Yes. Hi, baby girl. You're my sweetheart. Yes, you are. You're a good girl. But this one, she came debudded. My other 2, Autumn, the other pregnant doe, she clearly, you can see she's got her horns, and she'll keep them. I won't do anything with them. She can keep her horns. I think goats should have them. That's just the standard of a goat. They should have them. You know, Queenie, she's got her little nubby horns too, and she'll keep those. I won't do anything with them. You know, it's just the way it is. But she came with us debudded, and that's okay. That's just the practice that the last breeder decided they wanted to do. For safety reasons or for whatever their reasoning is. My first thought in the very beginning when I decided to get into goats was my boys were going to keep their horns and I was going to debud the girls. Well, after watching hours of videos of people debudding their goats, I've come to the realization that I think it's a little bit cruel. It's not something that needs to be done.
There's no reason why they can't keep their horns on them. I don't have a safety issue here where I have to dehorn them, but yeah, they're just naturally the way it's supposed to be. Oh my goodness, girlfriend, you are close. She is super close from delivering, and you, Queenie, Missy, why don't you come over here and let me brush you for once? Have some trust. I don't think she fully trusts me yet. Not like this one. Yeah. She can, like you saw, she can just she walks right up to me. She enjoys being groomed. I think she likes the interaction. But yeah, she's a good girl. Well, yes, we are on Kid Watch. So, if those that don't know, a baby goat is called a kid. So, I just call it Kid Watch. Goat in labor, Kid Watch. Doing some research. Goats can be in labor anywhere from 12 to 14 hours. So I'm not sure when she's going to go in labor, but it's going to be a longer process. Hi, baby. Soon as I know that she's going in labor, I'll probably come in here with her and sit in here with her just to make sure that everything goes smooth, that there's no problems, no complications. I've never helped a goat birth before, so this is all new experience for me. I've been there and I've helped with dogs and cats, but I've never helped with livestock. So this is going to be, it's completely new for me. New experience, I'm telling you. And Miss Maria is going to be the guinea pig, if you want to call it, for my experience of helping goats deliver. But yeah, hopefully it goes very smooth. I'm excited and I can't wait for her to actually deliver. I'm looking forward to it. It'd be nice if I can get a baby here pretty soon. My daughter seems to think that it's going to be a Valentine's Day babies. So that would be kind of special. Happy Valentine's Day to me. I got my goats, my babies. Yes, hi sweetheart. She's real sunken in right here in her sides, her hips. Her tail's gotten real loose. The joint loosens up, the ligaments. Helps with the birthing process. It opens up that area for the kids to come out. Her bag, she's already bagged up. She's got her bags going pretty good, so I can feel them, and every once in a while, if I hold them long enough, I can actually feel them moving around. It's kind of a cool experience. My daughter just told us on Christmas that she is pregnant. So I think she's like 11 or 12 weeks pregnant right now. But she's got her life with her boyfriend. I don't really get to experience that much, but I've got my goats. These are my kids. And these are my babies, and these are my babies. So yeah, she's doing pretty good. She's still eating nicely. She's still drinking. They're doing very well. She's considered as a standard Nubian. She's a little bit on the smaller side. I love the dappled ears. These kill me. I love the ears. The ears are the best about these goats. They got the high bridge across their nose. Hi, sweetie. You're my baby girl. When we got her from the auction, she really took to us right away. Most goats are very skittish. Like Queenie, when we brought Queenie home, Queenie was very skittish. Honestly, I didn't know if she was going to work out around here because she'd run. Every time I'd come near, she would run away. And that made it hard for me to know that I've got a portion of my barn animals that is looking to get away. Could she be trying to get back to her mom? Maybe. She want to go back to her farm where she was born? Possibly. And she's still that way. She'll come up to me if I've got cookies in my hand. They love animal crackers.
So when I bring the cookies out, she'll come up and eat out of my hand. But if I walk into the enclosure, now she'll run away from me unless I have something to offer. And that's okay. You know, I give her space if she needs her space. I don't stress her out and pressure her for the attention. When she's ready, she'll give it. You know, so I just give her space. I've got this one here. She's sweet. I suspect this one is probably about. I think if you go off of teeth, I would say she's about 3 years old. Maybe 4. I don't know. I don't know if she's ever had kids before. So this might be her first, or she might be a pro. I don't know. So this delivery is going to be new to us, me and my wife, to see how well she does. If she does exceptionally well with this delivery, then I know next year or later this year, after I wean the babies off of her, we'll breed her again, you know, with whatever buck. I don't know which one of my bucks she got to her. If the baby comes out black and brown, then I know it was Victor. If the baby comes out with a lot of white, then I know it was No-Nose. No-Nose is white, and Victor is obviously my brown. But, yeah. Anyways, this is my baby. Hold on, let me adjust this camera so you guys can see a little bit better. See if I can raise this up anymore. Get a taller view. Uh-oh, we're peeing. Uh-oh, I think that's as high as it goes. Shoot. I need to get a better tripod. See if I can raise the legs up a little bit. Yeah, but that would work a little bit, maybe. Get it to sit up like that, just a hair. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out different ways I can get a different angle. I might have to put a block under here or something to try to get the angles that I need. But my tripod, this is as high as it gets. I can't really get it to go up any further than this. You know, I could probably put blocks underneath it and make it different. But, so I don't know if that's a better view for you. At least you can see her a little better. But you can see how wide she is here. She's wide on both sides. And Trixie, stop it. You don't need to get in here with the cat. So everybody I've talked to says she's definitely carrying 2. They don't know. There might be a third one hiding in here somewhere. But she's definitely got 2 babies. So I'm super, super excited to see what she has. You know. I don't know. I thought when we bought her that she was already bred from the auction. They told us there was a possibility she was bred because she was running with the bucks. The time came and went, which should have been like late September, October. According to timeline, they're pregnant for 150 days. I bought her in April. And I got her in April, at the end of April. And if she was already bred, she would have delivered at the end of September, early March. Early October. But obviously it's come and gone, no kids. She's been running with my 2 bucks since I brought her home. So when they all went into rut in October, that is when she got bred. It was in October. They went into rut. They went into rut. Ow, don't bite me. They went into rut in September. Sorry. The early part of September. And at that time, I thought she was already bred, thinking there's no way she's going to mate with my boys. You know, she's about ready to deliver here soon. I thought she was pregnant. It just turned out she was really fat. She just ate very well. So, but she's good. She's a good size. She's a great goat. She doesn't make a lot of noise. She doesn't really smell. Right now, she's got a little bit of an odor. I think it's because she's laying down in the straw and she's just peeing. and she's laying in, and it covers her fur, and so she's got that urine. It's a very acetone urine smell to it. So she does have a little tinge of that scent to her, but I mean, I get it. She doesn't want to have to stand up, walk away, and go do her business. She's just going to do it, lay down, and not have to take the effort. But you can see she's a very sweet girl. Love her to death. We got her name because originally when we decided to do goats, she got named Maria because I was like, hey, she can have all these kids and we can have the Goat Fan Trap family. So she starts off with Maria, and obviously I had Louisa, who passed away. Louisa, she's showing a little no. Don't want to see that. I don't know if YouTube really appreciate that view. Oh, sorry, sweetie. But I don't know if you saw it. You could see her bags. So she is bagging it pretty good. I am going to utilize her milk once we wean the kids off of her. I'm going to be making a lot of goat butter. My wife wants to get into making soaps and lip balms and lotions and shampoos and stuff like that. Candles and whatever. You can utilize so much with goat milk. Other than the fact that it's very good for you too. For those people who are lactose intolerant, goat milk is the absolute best for you. I am lactose intolerant. Now, I have drinking store-bought goat milk in the past. I haven't really cared for it. It's not one of my favorite milk. But I have had it, and it doesn't hurt my stomach. I just never cared for the taste of it. However, the goats that you breed for dairy for store-bought is a different breed of goats, like the Simian breed of dairy goat. It's got a very harsh, almost, in my opinion, kind of a bad, I don't know, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Very barnyard, I guess, very earthy. Not really a goat flavor that I actually care for. I'm curious if her breed, being Nubian, is the second highest butter content dairy goat there is out there. They are second to the Nigerian dwarfs. The Nigerian dwarf goats have the highest butter content through goat milk in all the breeds. There are a variety of different type of dairy goats out there. She is considered as a dual purpose for both. Used for meat and dairy milk. All right. I won't ever eat her, so no, you have to worry about it. Don't put comments out there. Yes, it is a meat goat, the dual purpose. I will never eat this sweet baby. She's going to be used to grow my livestock. She's going to be growing my herd. Her and Autumn are going to be my two starters. Now, if she delivers a boy, which I'm really, really praying that I get two girls out of her. If she delivers me a boy, I will what's called wither him. We have a special hand crimper banding tool that we band around the testicles, and basically it's castrating them that way. We will band them because I don't need another buck on the property. I've already got my two. I don't need a third or a fourth. So her babies, if she delivers me two boys, the boys will be raised for meat. It's just the way it is. I have a farm. That's just the way it goes. They will be raised for meat product. For the purposes of meat, I will fatten them up, and they will go to freezer camp when they get old enough. They will be withered, and then they will be raised for basically for meat.
If she gives me 2 girls, perfect. I can raise them up, I can breed them, and I can use those girls for more milk products so I can make more butter, more cream, more milk, more soap, more lotion, more lip balm. You know, we want to try our hands with selling some products too. So once we start getting the milk coming in from her, I suspect I can probably get about, with her size, I can probably get maybe a half a gallon to a gallon of milk from her daily, probably a gallon of milk from her daily by milking her 2-3 times a day. After I wean her off the babies, I will continuously till I will still milk her. I'm going to get a milking stand, and she's going to be familiar with jumping up on the milking stand, getting milked, and then I'm going to take the milk and I'm going to make butter. I love making homemade butter. I haven't bought store-bought butter in close to a year. I make my own butter here at home. I do go buy the heavy cream, the heavy whipping cream, and I make my butter that way. It's a very easy process. I think the butter that I make, and now obviously I'm making it from cow's milk, from heavy cream I buy at the store, and I process it that way. It is a very, very, very easy process. All you need is a stand mixer and heavy cream, but you can buy it at the store. And you just sit there and you mix it until it turns in the butter. Then you squeeze all of the whey out of it, or the buttermilk. You squeeze all the buttermilk out of it. And you can save the buttermilk for using it for baking or cookies or breads or whatever. I used to, when I would make butter at home, when the boys were younger, I would save that buttermilk, however much. I think I got maybe a quart of it. Every time I would, when I make a big batch of butter, I'd feed it back to my books. I noticed that when I did that, because they were both bottle babies, they got the scours really bad. Now, if you don't know what scours are, scours is a livestock term for diarrhea. They got the scours pretty bad. And I stopped feeding them the buttermilk from homemade butter. I think it was just too rich for their system. They were, like I said, they were bottle babies. They would go through, between the two of them, they would go through a gallon of milk in like 2 days, feeding them 4 times a day, about 8 ounces, well, 6 to 8 ounces each feeding. They would go through about a gallon every 2 days. So I took a tally when I got done bottle feeding my bucks when they were little, when I decided to start weaning them, put them on solid pellets. I think I went through about 10 to 12 gallons of milk during a 4-month period. So they went through a lot of milk. I would substitute a little bit. I would put some, use a little bit of evaporated milk, or I would use with a sweet, what is that? That sweet, evaporated milk, and you've got sweetened condensed milk. I would add a little bit of sweetened condensed milk into it. It sweetens up the bottle for them. They just devoured it. Did very well. I mean, if you look at them, you can see them now. They're huge. They're very good, big, healthy boys. They're my boys. Hi, sweetheart. Yes, I'll give you a brushing too. Hi, baby girl. Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah. They love grooming. They love their human interaction. They love the attention. She's a sweetheart. We went to a local breeder. She breeds Lamachan and Nubians. And when I went to go look and see what she had as far as a herd, Autumn was the one that came up to me, and she gave me the most attention, and she really basically picked me to go home with. So I bought her from the breeder. She's the same age as my bucks. She's about 8 months old, 8 or 9. She's about 9 months old now. Some people will say that she's a little young for breeding. Let me raise this camera up so you can stop seeing my chest. Some people will say she's a little young to breed, but I think that she's about the perfect age to start breeding. She's actually, you can start breeding them on their first heat. Is it going to stunt their growth? Probably. It might. It might stunt their growth a little bit. But, I mean, she was already small. She's considered as a miniature Nubian. She's a mini. So she was mixed. I'm not 100% sure what she's mixed with. I know she's mixed with Nubian. I think she was mixed. I think her mom was a miniature Lamachan, which had Lamacha and Nigerian dwarf mix. And then with her dad being Nubian, so she's a miniature mixed Nubian. You can see the flighty ears. She looks like airplane wings. Let's see, you have ticks in your ears? No, I won't bother your ears. You can see her little horns, though. You know, they're probably, I don't know, maybe 3.5 inches long. She's a sweetie, though. Yeah, you're a sweetheart. But she might have been a little young. By the time I decided to separate the boys and the girls, because I didn't really want her bred, I wanted Maria bred. It was too late. She'd already gotten bred. I want to say I think No-No's got to her, and I think Victor got to Maria. So this one with her spots, this baby's going to come out, I think, more white. I'm about 90% sure that No-No's got to this one. He took to her right away and kind of claimed her, to where Victor claimed Maria right away. And so I think that's who's the daddy for these two babies. I don't think one buck got to both. I think they have a separate dad, which is okay. Because if No-No's got to this one, then if she gives me a doe, a little baby girl, then I can take and raise that one up, and I can breed that baby with Victor. And then if Victor got to Maria, then her baby doe, I can raise her up, and I can breed that one with No-Nos. You don't want to breed them back to the same parent. Genetics, then you're talking about incorporating different, problems in the development and diseases. So you don't want to incest breed your goats if you can help it. Do people still do it? Absolutely. They do it all the time. Is it frowned upon? Oh, 100%. So I have my 2 bucks, and if I need to supplement and bring in a temporary buck to breed back with the babies, then I can do that too. I can go to my local breeder who has a Nubian buck, and I can switch my buck with her buck just for breeding purposes. That way I'm incorporating a different gene into their babies. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens when the kids come out. I've already started picking out names for this one here. I'm going to, if it's a girl, I'm really leaning towards the name Millie. I think Millie Goat is really cute. It'll just be baby Millie. If it's a boy, then it'll be, Billy Goat. It'll be my little Billy. So I'll have Millie and Billy. If she gives me 2 girls, I like the names Millie and Sadie. I'm kind of going off of Stranger Things here. Millie Bobby Brown, Sadie Sink, 2 of my favorite characters in Stranger Things. Love them to death. Absolutely beautiful girls, beautiful actresses. So she'll have little Millie and Sadie. If I get a boy out of her, then maybe I'll get a girl out of Autumn, and she'll have little Sadie. I don't know. I've got other names picked out that I like. I also like, if you're Sadie and Ozzy. I think Ozzy would be kind of a cute name for a little boy goat. Little Ozzy. But I see. But anyways, this is just a little bit of a fun time with my babies. Again, I've never done this before. I've never sat in here and entertained this idea of sitting here brushing them and grooming them. She's very sweet. But she's a little headstrong now. I think a lot of it's because she's pregnant. She's distancing herself from the herd a little bit more and more every day, you know, to where she wants to be left alone. At night, when I watch her on the camera, she'll be sleeping over here in the ground, in the dirt and gravel, to where my other two does are inside over here on the straw, and they're sleeping over here in the straw bed. And or if she's in the straw, the other two girls will sleep over here away from her, or they'll sleep on this side. They're giving her space. It's kind of weird because, I mean, I didn't separate them naturally. I didn't say, okay, girls, leave. Give Mama Maria give her a space, you know, because she's pregnant. They just naturally knew what to do. I looked on the camera one night, and Autumn and Queenie were standing in the doorway over here of this side of this pen, standing here while Maria was laying over here inside the straw. And they gave her all the space. And that went on for hours. Hours that went on. They gave her space. And just let her have her time. Just let her have her time over here by herself. So, but anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up. I'm going to have another video coming out. I know I said that I was going to be doing rocks. I was going to cut those other 12 rocks. I am going to get to those rocks. I did find another one today, which I'm excited to cut open. It's got some really cool, clear patterns to it. Just a standard rock I found on the ground. So I have that project. So I'm going to be filming and putting that up. This one here was just a show and tell of my baby girls. And a little grooming time. And then next, hopefully it'll be delivery time. So I don't know what video is going to come next. It'll be, you know, the birthing of the babies, or another segment of me cutting open those other 12 rocks. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. But for right now, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you for joining me on this little adventure of watching me groom my goat. If you're into goats, man, they're so cool. There's a lot of work. They really all are a lot of work, but I love them. I love my goats. You know, we have a special bond. You know, I'm glad I decided to go with goats instead of cows. So, but thank you for joining me on this time here. I hope that I can bring you some joy too, you know, with my goats. And we will, or if a little bit more informative, you know, something you didn't know. But, you know, again, I'm Todd. This is Todd Hollow Homestead, and these are my baby girls. And we're going to wrap up this video. Let me get this out to y'all. And I'm going to do a couple more filming between now and the day we deliver. And hopefully I can get that on camera too. That way you can see the babies being born. But for now, thank you guys. Thank you everybody for joining me on this little adventure. Like I say all the time, you know, stay safe out there, everybody. It's a crazy world. You know, stay safe out there. And as always, everybody, happy hunting. Till next time, take care, y'all. Thank you for joining me.